Hello there, this is Dr. Walker, and welcome to Nursing Foundations 305. I'm looking forward to instructing each of you through the course over the next 14 to 15 weeks. And to give you a little bit of background on this course, I know you have three major courses this semester, which would be your health assessment course, Nursing Foundations, as well as Pathopharmacology. This is the one course that throughout the semester, you will find that you start integrating all of the aspects that you're learning in the other courses together, especially once we move into clinicals and simulations within the Center for Caring with Technology. We will begin the course by looking at the basic history of nursing, where we've evolved from, taking a look at some of our founders like Florence Nightingale, as well as looking at some of the theorists that helped to provide the foundation for our curriculum, which is Gene Watson and Caring Science. I would urge you in the early portion of this course to take a strong look at our program outcomes and our course outcomes. We are driven by caring science throughout our curriculum, and we are fortunate enough to spend an equal amount of time on both the art and the science of nursing. When I first arrived at Notre Dame, one of the things I enjoyed most about teaching here was our focus on providing each and every one of you with an emotional background on how we should be approaching each of our patients and supporting them not only physically but also mentally, spiritually, and of course holistically. So I hope that you will find that throughout this course you will take a piece of myself that I put into the course, as well as all those that have poured their time and energy into it. I think you will enjoy it, and I will be touching base with you on a regular basis. I intend to also provide some synchronous sessions along with your online content throughout the course. Some of the more difficult topics around perfusion, oxygenation, we will have some synchronous lectures, which I will of course provide to you on a day that you do not have classes, as well as record them so those that cannot be present will have access to them at a later date. In addition, I would encourage you to contact me via email if you have questions. You may note that my cell phone is there. Please use that if you're in a real bind, but please reserve that for circumstances where you need a really quick answer. Otherwise, I try and respond to my emails within 24 to 48 hours. A little bit about myself. So I know I met many of you at orientation last week. It was great to see some faces with names, and I look forward to getting to know you even more. Background on myself is I have been teaching at Notre Dame since 2013. Fortunate enough to have landed a job in academia prior to having my PhD. As I had mentioned in orientation, I'm also a second career nurse. Interestingly enough, I earned my bachelor's in music way back in 1996 at Towson. Spent my time over about 15 years in a variety of sales and finance jobs, mostly within the real estate sector, and learned really quickly that I liked working with people, but I wanted to talk about something besides money. And after a long soul search and investigating many different careers with healthcare, I settled on nursing primarily because of its flexibility, and I'm sure that might be one of the things that attracted many of you to the career. And I will say it's the most difficult job I've ever had, but it's also the most rewarding one that I've also ever had the opportunity to work with. So I am a second career nurse. I graduated from University of Maryland back in 2011 and began teaching 6 months after that in health assessment and foundations clinicals. So I've had the fortunate ability for you guys to kind of retain the knowledge and memory of what it's like to be a student, and I really try to apply that to my teaching. So I really try and have empathy for you and have an idea of where your brain development should be within the nursing curriculum at each step of the way. In addition to teaching at Notre Dame, I also maintain a bedside practice at Union Memorial Hospital, where I'm a float nurse. I pick up on average 1 to 2 shifts a week on the weekends. And about 2 years ago, I also took on an administrative role at the hospital, where I work as, it sounds like a fancy title, it's called the Assistant Director of Nursing. It's a fancy name for bed coordinator and staffing and shift supervisor. So I like to do that on the weekends as well, in addition to my bedside practice. It kind of mixes things up, gives me a chance to use my leadership skills and my degree as a clinical nurse leader, as well as give my feet and back a break on occasion when I'm picking up extra hours, especially when it's my 6th day of the week. It's kind of nice. So that's what I do when I'm working. When I'm not working, I have 4 daughters, and a wife, and I have my daughters ranging in age from age 20 all the way down to 5. I went to school to get my nursing degree with my third child being a toddler, and then my most recent addition, Josie, my 5-year-old, came just as I was beginning my PhD program. So any of you out there who are learning to be a nurse and in this curriculum with children, I can certainly empathize, and I know the challenges that you'll be under. So feel free to reach out and ask for advice. I'm here for you. And when I'm not either with my family taking care of them or at work, in my spare time, when it's nice weather, I like to go outside and cycle either with my mountain bike or road bike. And that's kind of how I clear my head and keep myself straight. So I am looking forward to getting to know each of you. If you have questions, please shoot me an email. Otherwise, I look forward to beginning class with you on Monday, in which we will you'll start working on certain modules, and I will be checking in with you via email, and look forward to some synchronous sessions. And if I'm finding that there's a lot of common questions, I may add a Zoom session here or there for people to log into and have a question and answer session as opposed to lots of emails. So we'll take this 1 week at a time. And again, congratulations for being accepted to the program. You're off for an amazing journey. It will be challenging at times, but I guarantee it will be worth it in the end. And again, look forward to working with you. See you soon. Bye-bye.